Good morning, everyone. I am just going to copy and paste, and I'm just, if you could bear with me as I link on to Facebook so that we try to get everyone possible that needs to receive this message today. As it swirls and swirls, there we go. Go. I don't really want to even say anything until we are all up and running. Everything is jumpy. I'm just typing in everything else here and then looking back at my typo. I just needed to go ahead. I usually have this set up on both sides. Um, but I really just wanted to make sure that I had everyone up. So I'm going to expand that view and I'm going to come over here on my Facebook page. I want to go ahead and I'm going to add a comment. Feel free to watch on YouTube. Um, and so that in there as well so people can look a day. So I am taking this deep inhale and exhale because well, there's apparently some things that need to be said. So much so that I had to like just kind of my hands were so jittery. I had to grab hold of some black tourmaline to just even start it out, and I'm recognizing the heat of that. But I kind of took up on Jen's post where she puts the boxes back there, so you can see them. I will tell you that my guides have been very specific as to I what cards I use today. So I will be using the Starman Tarot. Um, Obviously, this was made in honor. This is for David Bowie by Debbie De Angelis. It is a magnificent, really magnificent deck. Um, and it's interesting because it doesn't normally, my guides don't normally have me pick this one for my global collective reads. So I'm excited about that. And then I was also told to go back to of course, my trusted Kim Crane's animal spirit. And then, yeah, and this one's gonna have goes first. That I've just been told. And then this is a new deck, which was recommended to me by a friend, and well, it's just beautiful and I love it. But it's the Animal Spirit Reading Cards by Anna Stark, and the illustrator, Lewis Dyer, is just wow. I mean, all the cards always just amaze me, but there's something energetically about that. And what I really want to show is, someone's like, oh, this magnificent buck on the cover and everything, but the tree, this beautiful, the tree that is on all of the front of the cards. So, or the back of the cards, I should say. And anyways, so I'm excited about that as well, and I'm really just going to get to it. I want to double check. I have no idea what is going on here. Give me one moment. A lot of spam today, if anybody else is getting that. But actually, I'm going to pull that up because that reminds me. I just wanted to so I studied transference healing under Cousins and Alexis Cartwright. Alexis Cartwright is the one who downloaded all of the transference healing, and then Chloe Cousins was worked under her and goes through her. Miss Cartwright is in Australia, and Chloe Cousins is in the UK. But I do receive this message. So for our, for our clair senses or our clairvoyance, and yes, the tree is, yeah, just really amazing. And then, but so for those of us in the senses, we're being called this week, to tune in and up our abilities to read deeply. And I do think that's maybe why I was told to pick the Starman deck. And then there's a lot of energy play dynamics. So we need to really be so I'm just going to read it actually. Let me just put it this way. This week, we are going to be feeling more into our clear senses and tuning up our abilities to read deeply into situations, initiations, and energy play dynamics through connecting to our inner worlds. Previously, we all had this ability to sense, hear, see, or feel more clearly as our sensitivity and intuition were heightened and psyche more opened. I'm going to go through this. That part you may not understand because of that. But we're being asked to download higher frequencies. And because of that, you know, we have to get that in order to have our ascension and to keep going through with our ascension. So we need to really to allow the truth within us in the outer world. So also you may feel energetically, you may have some symptoms in the head, the neck, your ears or eyes may be intense right now. It's just part of the purification process. And so far, if you have any interest in that, that's Chloe Cousins' Earth Star Temple. And then, but I did want to just point that out. And then now I'm just going to take away this keyboard and I'm just going to get started. As I said, um, oh my goodness. So the angel spirit cards have just flown everywhere. Like I said, I have been rather, my just hands very jittery this morning with the energy of the day. and there's just way too many. So I'm gonna just trust that they come out. I did feel that I was, yep, this was definitely the one we were going with first. So again, I'm starting with Kim Crane's The Animal Spirit. I do go through the guidebook and read it because each time it seems to resonate differently with the animal message, and especially when it's combined with the other cards. So this help me to deliver the message for you. What this message is that you need to come out. This one, the top. Okay. So the first card is the zebra. And of course, the zebra is very much associated with the earth. Um, actually, I'm going to take that back. So the zebra is really associated with the fire element, and it's a beautiful card. So I'm just going to hold that up for you. Eccentric, creative, visionary. Um, Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared, their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldwide view while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint. Pack your bags. Okay, so that's very interesting. Just because I've recently been had people discussing travel and even possible relocation to other spaces and locations. And so yeah, so when it's in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, fashion forward. When it's out of balance, just jaded, pouty, vain. To bring in and balance, an epic adventure or art. So we have this one that is, so yes, I have been on, and this is literally the first card I have drawn in the 11 minutes. So yes, getting through that. So that's the first one. If you're just now tuning in, we're starting out with Kim Crane's Animal Spirit. Wow, fire again. Okay, so fire, fire, fire. And now we're looking into the lion. The lion is very much about courage and strength, and I just, I'm that might explain. Good morning, Jen. So Jen, when you chimed in, boy, did the energy amp up some on my left side. So the lion, patient, regal, a complete master. The lion is a master of the fire element and a living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to assess or aloof. Yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. When in balance, the epitome of peace and strength; out of balance, withdrawn, too seriously, to bring into balance, of course, daily meditation and friendship. Okay, so now we have 4 on, and which is fabulous. So, hi, as we're coming in, that is actually starting to release, I think. So I really feel that the universe is just waiting, for those who need to hear this message, to tune in. I'm also going to just let the guides know that I'm recording and can tune in, as they need to for this message, but also just it's coming in a little too fast for me. So I needed to that fire, that fire, like that spiritual realm, that element. And I'm saying it's coming in too fast, and that's the wands and everything else. So okay. Some more cards. This deck. Top card. Reshuffle. All right. So first 2 cards right out of Kim Green's Animal Spirit, Zebra and Lion, both fire energy. The lion being the master of that element. Um, very, very interesting. All right. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So, all right. So the next card is the cheetah, which is also this fire energy. So, for those of you tuning in, I hope you can appreciate what is running through your body. Um, and I'm going to laugh about it. I really am, because it's like, you heard me ask for them to just kind of slow down a little bit for me. Um, and they're like, nope, that's not happening. There is no time to waste. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I laugh because I don't know, that's just the way it's always like it makes me so happy when I have just and maybe it's a little bit of a nervous giggle too. I don't know. Or even if it's the giggle of the spirit world. Yes, the chills through the arms. Yes, they are. Yes, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's I feel like if I touch something, I might shock it. If so anyways, so the reason why I was laughing is because we've got the zebra, we've got the lion, and we've got the cheetah. And So we're fire and element, and then, oh my gosh, we come right into, which was what I was saying, and so I laughed, because we come right into this rabbit energy, right? Afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future. And we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit. They shape your destiny. So when it's balanced, it's sensitive, problem solver, good listener, out of balance, over explains, talks fast. And I will say this has been very much me, but it's also just so as a global collective, I am included in that. Um and but I'm not it's not I guess it is fear. It is a fear of unknown in a way. What's next? Or the how, right? The how. All right. All right. So fire, fire, and earth. And we're coming right into some really strong elk energy, which is interesting because I actually read a news article this morning about how this elk had been basically growing up with a tire around its head, and they were trying to help it. Stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and its stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they can make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. Um, so supportive, kind, consistent. When it's out of balance, ego, pretentious, high and mighty. Um, and then if it is, bring it into balance. That's interesting. And I am like, I don't know, now I have calmed down some. If that makes any sense. Are we done with the spirit cards? Okay. So for our animal spirit cards, and I am gonna leave these out and just move it aside. The first card was the zebra, so we're dealing very much with fire and earth today. We have um well, I'm gonna pull up also because I just have the fox there and I just looked. I had flipped over one deck, and so um I have the now I have 3 fire and 3 earth. So zebra, lion, cheetah, rabbit, elk, and then the fox came up. So, and then the cosmic backache. But I'm going to go in to find my little fox. The fox, the fox. Ooh, smart, strong, partner or mate, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. Okay, so 3 fire, 3 earth, zebra, lion, cheetah, rabbit, elk, fox. Animal cards moved aside. I have to keep track of the time. But I do know that, well, the guides will make sure I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be there. So, excuse me, that's funny how my mouse slipped up and was just telling me to kind of edit things. But all right. So I do believe we were going on to the Starman. Yes. So now we are on to the Starman Tarot. Starman Tarot. This is an awesome deck. So if you haven't experienced it, I am happy to share it with you. And we will see. All right, I automatically have 2 flyers out. And we have the Ace of Pentacles right out of the box upward. And this is really great because it's this flow of energy, which is what I've been telling you. I've got like this electrical current just running through my body from left to right, left to right. And so, anyways, the Ace of Pentacles. So it's a good flow of energy. Has to do um, with the earth as well, and monetary material items. Not even, I would say more even a sense of foundation and security in this point really is what I get a sense from here. And then we got the Six of Swords in reverse. So it was a point of passage, but I don't really pay attention to reversals a lot. So I will read this one for you when it comes from, because our wonderful okay. Jumping, if it's reversed, you're jumping into something new before you are ready, feeling the need to be rescued, cling to false beliefs. So it's just, even in the upright, it's about being aware of this energy transition. Um, and there is very much an energetic transition within the cosmos, within us, and our planet, and the way things are going on right now. So it is very interesting in this aspect of it. And so it's just really, we don't we have everything we need within us. So we don't really there's no need to be rescued. Um we just really need to pay attention to the within, right? there's going to be some noise coming in because my husband is returning home. I always laugh. I'm going to say hi as he's coming in, and we're going to go into the next cards. I'm going to keep shuffling. See, I'm hearing impaired, and so with the AirPods, and even with the transparent mode, I don't really hear anything except my voice. So you sometimes hear things that I don't. All right. Just notice something here. So the next card is the Three of Swords. And this really has to do with some sorrow, and we're looking up at it. I mean, if you look at if we look at the card, we've got the artist, the grieving person here in the bottom with the paint where he's put his handprints, he, she, in the heart on basically on the machine. So, and there's the hawk, and then he's holding the robot's holding the pluck in the other hand. You have obviously the three swords that are just there. Usually those are daggers in the hearts, and we say out, out, out. But this one is really this is really about paying attention to your intuition, that third eye, the mind's eye. Okay, so we have one more card from this deck, and it's the Queen of Swords. So, it's funny because this is very much to do with communication and air. And so here we've gotten three consecutive swords with the Ace of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords is really about really honing in on your independence and your mastery, and that's really just like what I was kind of saying on in the grief part. So that when we're there, when we're honing in on all of our gifts and our mastery, and just forgetting about all the societal standards and stuff, we really are at the independent at the top of our game. why that fell down. Do I need more clarification on this card? Emphasize it more. Yeah, so, this card is just really asking me to emphasize how much and how important it is for you to be honing in on your gifts. Um, because those gifts will set you free. Really, and again, very much a message for me as for many others. All right, I believe that is it for this deck. I would just want to double check. Is that it for the Storm and Tarot? Yes, it is. Okay. So we had 6 cards from the animal spirit, and those were very much fire, 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 earth, 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 zebra, lion, cheetah, rabbit, elk, fox. And then in the Starman Tarot, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is really just, a fabulous card to begin with. And, even as I look at it, it's really that we have such that balance with um and very much looking into the fire of it as well. I actually want to really hold this card up more for you to see it as much as possible because um much very grounded and rooted within ourselves, those 6 inches below the earth, which is rarely where we're grounding. Hi, Jackie. And yes. And so it's really being grounded. And then, you're looking over here. And like I said, if you look, almost if you look at the cheetah over here, and we actually had a cheetah in the animal cards, if you want to look at the cheetah on this deck. Um, and I said I felt like I had this energy coming out of my hands, and it's very much the fire, the lightning, and everything, the fire coming from the earth and releasing it into the clouds above and into the heavens. It's a very, very powerful, powerful energy there. And then we had the Six of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. And I do think like these Six of Swords, I did go back and look at it for the reversal. But even these 2 cards, it's more of like, we do have to let go of which no longer serves us. And we also have to let go of, um, yeah, just all that sorrow, getting rid of the swords, getting rid of that grief. I mean, my goodness, I don't want to be around someone who plucks the feather from the hawk. Um, I love receiving them as gifts, but yeah, I'm not. So we're all about that. And then we went into the Queen of Swords, which is really, we have this beautiful match. And I just want you to look because we're even here. And if you're looking, above or below, there's very much this balance. And even if and if you even want to look at the Queen of Swords, not only is there the knowledge, um, very much this air and flying element, but if you look, look at her hands that are almost wrapped up. And so this tail going by is very much, well, that's Ziggy. And Ziggy is named after David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. But then some days I call him Ziggy Marley. But so that is it for the Queen of Swords cards, and I think that's letting me know to pay attention. And so, is that it for is that it for the tarot? Yes. Okay, so the last deck and for the message, and I am going to keep these up as well. Definitely, definitely. I'm just going to keep them in that order so I know which way. And now I'm coming into this new Sacred Spirit reading card. This is very interesting because I don't know, just messages. So I looked at a card, it said emotional challenges, which are the reading. But I'm just actually gonna just shuffle that back in. This is a smaller deck. But it still fits very nicely. I'm able to do Chelsea's shuffle. And so yes, so now we're just going to come back in. So the first card, and we're all seems to be I have all these ladies chiming in. I'm gonna just check below here, just make sure I'm not in. Oh, good morning, Yanni. Hi, Yanni. So hello. I find it interesting here, and also I do know that I just heard my dog bark. But 32 is shield your energy. um, this is very much a protective message for to look beneath the surface. Um, and as I said, I knew it just came to me today. It was a message to be delivered. Um, and I do believe that all the right parties are present now. It's a different sensation for me. If you are just tuning in, the animal cards were fire and earth. Fire were zebra, lion, and cheetah. The earth were rabbit, elk, and fox. Then we went into the storm and tarot, ace of pentacles, six of swords in reverse, three of swords, and the queen of swords. And now 32. I'm going to go ahead and we do know the frog is diverse. Living all over the world, the frog thrives in clean habitats. Its life is a process of metamorphosis from egg to tadpole and then to adult frog. Frogs are often seen as the ultimate rainmaker, with the exotic intrinsic sounds of their beautiful sacred song echoing through their native bushland. This slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment and requires unpolluted habitats to thrive. In order for you to succeed right now, you must clear and screen your surroundings. Closely connected to the moon cycles, the frog encourages you to release your emotions in a healthy way. washing away any negative physical or mental energies that restrict you from having a positive and peaceful life, encouraging you to look deeper into a situation to find the truth of the matter. The frog will challenge you to release anything that is holding you back from success. You may be feeling swamped right now, swimming through murky water, but just like the frog, you may need a long rest or to hibernate from others while you gather your senses and a fresh perspective. Right now, the gentle energy of the frog totem is requesting you to look deep beneath the surface. Not everything is what it appears. Influence from toxic environments is suffocating your natural gifts and talents that need to be nurtured. You require a healthy, supportive, and loving environment for you to grow and thrive as an individual. Now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions, and examining your own energy and how it interacts with others. Use the element of water to unblock your energy fields and create a smooth flow of Kundalini for personal healing and growth. Find your own sacred song. Call to others who share your passions and interests, where you can support and renew your inner fire. So that is the message. The shadow aspect, untidy, hoarding, stagnation, sacred crystal, black obsidian. The angel assistance is Archangel Uriel, clear focus, mental clarity, shielding negativity. For the affirmation, I sing the beautiful sacred song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. Okay. Is there any other card from Sacred Spirit? Any other card here? Top? Okay. Hmm. The next card is 20, and it goes into Hidden Realms. I also want to note that it was 44:55 on the time clock, 4455. Very interesting there. 20, the Hidden Realms create conscious awareness. The card is actually very beautiful. We have what's above as below. And it's really about paying attention, um, yeah, to those hidden aspects that we're not, well, that we don't really want to deal with. Okay, so traditionally, shamans are the gatekeepers to the hidden realms of ancient wisdom and magic. Assessing the hidden realms for further meaning and insight into a soul's pain or an individual's dis-ease. Using conscious communication, the shaman works to bridge the realms between humanity and creation. Communicating with the elementals, nature, animal realms, ancestors, angelic forces, and spiritual beings that serve humanity as guardians, teachers, guides, and masters, and more, is the role of the shaman. These ancient practices have been developed and refined across time with shamans, seers, visionaries, serving their communities as mediators between the human experience and the world of nature. Restoring power to those who have experienced disempowerment or physical experience, shamanic practitioners reconnect the aspects of the soul that has been lost through trauma or life experiences. Right now, you are being asked to connect to the hidden world, the hidden realms, expanding your consciousness to open your mind wide and reconnect with your soul for deep healing and transformation. There is much to be learned from the hidden realms that can assist you in your waking life. Examine your dream cycles and interpret your subconscious messages. Creating conscious awareness will allow you to actively connect to your universal guardians, the elements, and celestial realm. Like any learned skill, practice will improve the strength of your connection. Pay attention to any symbols, animals, or visual images that appear in your life now, as there is deep meaning that applies to you. Shadow aspect, disconnecting, daydreaming, codependency. Um, Pneumite is a good sacred crystal for this. I'm sorry, pneumatite. Nope, pneumite. Guardian angel Sylvia, psychic and spiritual awakening transformation. Affirmation: I am a clear and successful mediator of conscious divine communication. Mm. Any more cards to be read from this deck? Okay. Okay, so then we're coming into 33, which is soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Um, this is really a beautiful card. If you look at it, it's almost like everything is being poured all the way back into the heart center as our mind and our subconscious is fully connected and enlightened by our higher self here. At least that's my interpretation. The soul fragments. The life of our soul is infinite, and while aspects of the self are never truly lost, they can separate through times of trauma, grief, separation, loss, or refusing to deal with an issue. The psyche's self preservation causes this illusionary disconnection as it chooses to distance itself from the situation in question. These fragments are merely in places our consciousness has chosen to forget, to spare the emotional turmoil from an intense emotional experience. Recalling these fragments with love, healing, and understanding allows the soul to continue moving forward without the individual feeling stuck in the past or unable to get over an issue or event. Empowering and liberating retrieval is recommended if you feel you are missing parts of yourself. So this is really about addressing fear-based experiences right now. So some of us may be having like an intensity to, well, deal with something that we haven't wanted to deal with. Um, and that energy has to be dealt with. And I've talked about this in the past with some people, and it's about really um, forgiving and going into an issue is not really, accepting or anything else. It's an opportunity for closure because without without forgiveness for anything energetically within us, and addressing that with love and compassion, we're not able. There's no closure there. It just continues to be. There continues to be that connection. So um, it's not an easy thing. It's never an easy thing for us to really look within and look at these fragments and doing this. Lots of times people will call on a spiritual guide like many of us at Divinely Loved Spiritual Development Group, uh, Divinely Loved tarot.com. And even Jenza and Jackie Ayanni, all of these ladies have something to offer, but we all have something to release. So, shadow aspect, fear, shallowness, detachment, bogie stones or bogie stones. My pronunciation, I'm sorry. Guardian angel rample, clearing karmic debris, recalling lost soul fragments. Um, I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move on. Oh, thank you, Amy, for letting Subin know. Um, Whoever Subin is, he always chimes in and asks for she, I think it's he, always chimes in and asks for a card and how is cards today? The cards are highly energetic, Subin. You've got fire, you've got earth, and we are being forced to deal with things. Is there anything else? Any other cards to be read from here? From here? The top? All right, so going back to the same deck. Okay, so if you didn't get it from all the other cards and everything else, we're just going to go right in here. We're going to go, you are in a spiritual evolution. Allow ourselves to evolve. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at it. It's just like, and it's just saying, set your heart free. Just go, enjoy, embrace. Um, oh my gosh, there's so much love and beauty. By the way, I want to give Amy credit for this deck. Um, she had shared it with me. She actually pulled some cards for me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. And yeah, so expansion goes together with spiritual evolution. Without the process of expansion, one cannot evolve spiritually. Expanding the heart and the mind allows you to live a more wholesome and loving life with compassion, tolerance, and acceptance. There is no denying that learning through life experiences, good and bad experiences alike, encourages soul growth on a positive level. Like a caterpillar to a butterfly, individuals must go through their own transformations if they wish to excel, achieve, or move forward in life. Seeking something better in the future requires a little faith in yourself. You can't always have everything straight away. Long lasting success takes time to build. Evolving the spirit requires an individual to empty their spiritual backpack, taking out and removing experiences that are holding you back in life, healing past issues, addressing karmic imbalances, and creating a balanced mind and body are all parts of this process. Evolving the spirit takes time. It is a gradual process in which you need to do the work on yourself to achieve long lasting effects. Right now, you'll understand the look. Right now, forgiveness is required. Right now, forgiveness is required. If you wish to move forward in life, sometimes you must accept an apology you know you may never receive. Forgiveness will set your heart free from an invisible control that has been in existence over the situation. Forgiveness does not mean you will forget what has occurred. It means that you can live without it controlling your life any longer. Remove any past emotional and physical ties that are no longer serving you in here and now with love and gratitude. For that has brought you to this point in life where you are ready to change and let go of the past. Open your heart to your soul's calling. Your soul is calling you to be free. Guardian Angel Samuel, Tibetan Quartz, affirmation: as my love and experience grows, the consciousness of my spirit evolves. I am going to really ask that that be the last card because then I will be late. I'm not going to worry about that. Any more cards? No. Actually, that was the message for the day. So very, very quick recap. We first started out with Kim Crane's The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. High energy moving through that deck with fire, zebra, lion, and the cheetah, followed by the earth, rabbit, elk, and fox. Then I moved into the Starman Tarot. And with that, we had the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Then we moved into the animal spirits, where we had the lizard, shield your energy, 32. Then we went into 20, the hidden realms, creating conscious awareness. 33 for the soul fragments, balance will be restored. And 35, the spiritual evolution. I'm really happy to discuss this with anyone later or provide feedback later on. If you want to comment, I may even chime in later on if I'm moved to do so. So until then, I wish you love and light. And as always, pure thoughts, loving words, compassionate heart. And I bow on gratitude. Thank you so much. Bye for now. If I can end. I have so many cards, I can't even. Ending there. And thank you so much, Facebook, coming over to live stream. And I just want to say thank you so much. We tried to turn the chats back on, but it does not seem to still be working on YouTube. So I apologize for that. But you can reach us via our website as well, divinelyloved-tarot.com. And we can get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Love and light.